Initially, I wanted to use the hero's journey because the goal of the digital storytelling course I was working on was to tell a quality digital story. The stories that have stood the test of time have used the hero's journey. What I found was that students got excited about it because they have grown up with this journey and could easily relate. How did we incorporate the hero's journey into a course? The course is split into 3 modules, and each of those modules takes the students through phases of the journey. Module 1 is departure, Module 2 is initiation, and Module 3 is return. You may be wondering where the rest of the journey is. For this course, it worked best to simplify the process and go through these 3 main stages. You may be wondering, how do I incorporate the hero's journey without sacrificing my content? For this course, each module has a final project. That project is themed to be able to cover both the content and the journey. We also went back and forth on how transparent to make the journey. So rather than teach the journey, use your content to take them on the journey. The first phase that we used was departure, which focuses on setting out on your own. There is a lot of self-discovery in this phase. The first module project was a short audio story called Where Am I From? It forced the students to think about what has happened in their lives to shape them into the person that they are today. Here's an example of a student's digital story explaining where he is from. The exercise didn't ask the student where they were physically from, but rather what things made them who they are today. This project finishes Module 1, which helps the student to depart on their journey by examining who they are. This phase in the journey is in the middle of the action for the hero. While most of us will never fight an actual dragon, we do still go through struggles in our lives. To help the students find the hero's journey in everyday life, this module had a final project of interviewing someone about their work experience and finding the hero's journey in that work life. Now the hero has fought their battles and are ready to return home. This phase sums up the journey and brings their journey to an end. For this module, the project does the same. They must take their interview and find the hero's journey in it and create a short digital story based on that journey. The content is ready and we are excited to see how students will react. The first week comes and everyone is excited except for one student. They express that they have never had a hero in their life and don't believe in heroes. With some quick thinking, a solution is found with an anti-hero. The student can still follow the journey, but will be identifying with different aspects than the other students. Problem solved and even more depth added to the process. This course uses badging in a unique way. All of the badges are named for the hero's journey, but you earn badges for citizenship rather than work. The badges are designed for students to get involved helping each other and making the course better. For every 10 badges they earn, the student will receive an extra credit point on their final grade. Surprisingly, there were very few challenges with developing and facilitating the course. The subject matter lent itself to this format and the students bought into the structure of the course immediately. I will admit it took some creativity to stick to the theme for the entire course. One of the largest challenges was figuring out how to get started with the process of mapping the hero's journey to the class. I had to produce a multitude of ideas for the faculty member to wrap her mind around the concept before she was able to settle on a format that utilized the theme creatively throughout the course. This student feedback was given after Module 1. I love how quickly it shows that the students were able to latch on to the theme and to be able to follow this hero's journey. For additional information on narrative and the hero's journey, we invite you to explore the following resources.